So you're telling me if somebody's looking for a fade, they should be coming to you?
Of course, dude. Hit up Snehal Cuts at SSM.
Yo, Snehal, what's going on, man?
Yo, what's up, Nico? What's happening?
Nothing much. So, what are you doing here?
I'm actually at FBLA NLC 2026 here in San Antonio, dude.
Nice, and how's that been going for you?
It's been amazing, bro. San Antonio is beautiful. Got some pin trading, competitions going well. I'm having a good time.
Awesome. Well, now that I've got you here, is it okay if I ask you a couple questions?
Yeah, of course, dude. I got some time.
Okay, fantastic. So first of all, introduce yourself. What's your full name?
All right, guys. My name is Snehal.
Okay, and how old are you?
I am 17 years old.
Cool. What high school do you go to?
I actually go to NCSSM Durham, and before that I went to Lake Norman High School in Mooresville, North Carolina.
Okay, so let's learn a little bit about you. What's your passion?
Alright, so my passion has to be entrepreneurship or content creation. You know, I love marketing, I love putting myself out there.
Okay, so you sound like an outside-of-the-box thinker. Would you like to be an entrepreneur in the future?
I would love to be an entrepreneur in the future.
And why is that?
You know, entrepreneurship, it's very untraditional. You know, you're always trying new things, you're always meeting new people, you're always trying and failing, and that's what I love to do.
That's fantastic. Now, it looks like you're going to be self-made, so I have to ask you, if you had to choose somebody, who would be your ideal collaborator?
It would have to be probably Roy Lee or Rajan Chena, you know?
And why is that?
You know, they're working on some really cool projects, they're very active on social media, you know, they're very cool people, and that's kind of what I want to be.
That sounds very cool. Now, let me ask you, what project are you most excited about right now?
Okay, so a project I'm currently working on is called Ventures, and essentially it's kind of like Y Combinator, but for high school and college students. We do things like business pitch competitions, business advisory services, and like a global business network, so it's a ton of fun.
That's very interesting. Now, how did you get involved with that?
Okay, so I actually saw an Instagram post about it, and they were looking for a CMO. So I went ahead and DM'd the guy telling him about me. You know, I told him I was interested, and he was like, you know what, sure. So I've been working on that, and it's been a ton of fun.
Okay, fantastic. Now, if you had to describe one thing that makes you special, what would it be?
I think something that makes me special is I try a lot of different things. You know, I cut hair at SSM, I'm part of a bunch of different clubs, I try a bunch of different things, and you know, I'm really good at putting myself out there and trying new things.
Okay, so you're telling me if somebody's looking for a fade, they should be coming to you?
Of course, dude. Hit up Snehal Cuts at SSM. I'd love to get you right.
Awesome. Now, tell me, if you had to describe something to be your life motto or a saying you really like, what would it be?
It'd probably be you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You know, you gotta keep shooting, you know, you gotta pray you make it, and you gotta keep trying your best.
Okay, and are you speaking from experience?
For sure, definitely, yeah.
Fantastic. Now tell me, who has been the biggest influence on your life to give you all of this perspective?
It has to be my older sister, Snehal. You know, she's been amazing. She's basically taught me everything I know, and she's probably the reason I am here right now.
Now, would you say, Snehal, that everybody should have a role model in their lives?
I think so, yeah. I think not everyone's perfect, but I think if you have someone to look up to, somebody to show you the way, that is always amazing.
I couldn't agree more. Now, I've just got one last thing to ask you, Snehal. If you had to describe one thing to be your superpower, what would it be?
I think I'm really good at being on the spot. I think I'm really good at being myself in special moments and leaving a lasting impact on people.
Okay. Thank you so much, Snehal, and I'll see everybody on the next Super Spotlight.